Hey there, if you've clicked on this video, I just want to start by saying thank you for being here. Life hasn't been easy for you, has it? Maybe you felt like the world has been unfair, like you've carried way too much for one person to handle. Maybe you've been betrayed by people you trusted, or you've had to say goodbye to loved ones far too soon. Look, I get it. I've been there too. Let me tell you a short story. I grew up in a small village in the Eastern Cape. My childhood wasn't picture perfect. Sure, there were some good times, heading sheep with my grandfather, eating fresh fruits straight from the tree, but there was also pain, a lot of it. Family conflicts, betrayals, loss. I lost people who meant the world to me. My parents, my grandparents, one by one, they were gone, and every time I thought, it can't get worse than this, life would prove me wrong. For a long time, I felt lost. I carried the weight of my childhood like a backpack full of bricks, and no matter how much I tried to push forward, it slowed me down. But here's the thing about pain. It teaches us, even when it's the last thing we want to learn. If you're watching this, I'm guessing you are feeling stuck too. Maybe you're wondering, how do I even begin to heal from all of this? How do I find purpose when my life feels so shattered? Let's talk about it. The first step is to stop running, and I know that sounds scary, but hear me out. For years, I pretended I was okay. I buried my pain in distractions, work, relationships, you name it. But every time I slowed down, that pain came rushing back, and I realized something. You can't heal from what you won't face. It's really okay to cry, it's okay to feel angry, it's okay to say, this isn't fair, because it's just not. But bottling things up, that doesn't really work. Trust me on that. Now, this next part might sting a little. Forgiveness. And no, I'm not saying you have to forgive people who hurt you for their sake. This is for you. Forgiveness doesn't mean what they did was okay. It means you are choosing not to let their actions control you anymore. When I started letting go of the anger I carried, I felt lighter. It was like putting down a backpack I didn't realize I was still wearing. But hey, take your time. Forgiveness is a journey, not a switch you flip overnight. Here's the part that really changed things for me: finding purpose. When you've gone through hell, it's easy to think, what's the point? But your pain is not meaningless. Think about it. You've survived things most people couldn't imagine. That takes strength. That takes resilience. What if your story could help someone else? What if your scars could light someone else's path? For me, I found meaning in helping others. Whether it's raising awareness about mental health or just sitting with someone who's struggling, it reminds me that even the darkest chapters of our lives can inspire someone else. What about you? Maybe you could start journaling, volunteering, or even just sharing a story with someone you trust. Purpose doesn't have to be this big flashy thing. It can be as simple as making someone smile. Healing isn't just about fixing yourself. You are not broken. You are a human, and humans are messy, complex, beautiful beings. Start small. Focus on one thing each day that brings you peace. Whether it's taking a walk, meditating, or even just sitting with your thoughts. Reconnect with the things you loved as a child. For me, it was nature, walking barefoot in the grass, watching the sunset, playing in the rain. Little things like that remind me that there's still beauty in this world, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. Finally, I want you to know this. You are not alone. It's easy to feel like no one understands, like your pain is too heavy to share. But there are people out there, friends, therapists, even strangers who want to help. You just have to let them in. So, where do you go from here? Like I said, start small. Be kind to yourself and remember, your story isn't over yet. You've made it this far. You've survived every bad day, every heartbreak, every moment that felt like the end of the world. and that means you are stronger than you think. I genuinely believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Thank you for spending these minutes with me. If this video resonated with you, leave a comment or share your story. Let's create a space where we can all heal together. Until next time, take care.